So first off, how are you enjoying rocking the range? Chaotic.
Yeah, we just got up. We played in Milwaukee last night, so they just woke us up, said it's time for interview, so I'll be happy when they're over.
This is like the wrap up for the tour with Slayer and Exodus for you guys, right?
Yeah, last night was the last show, and they're all on this bill too, so we just seeing each other, and we're doing it again in the fall, so that'll be cool. So it's no tears.
Saying, what do you prefer? I mean, I know the festival environment's a different animal than the headlining shows. I feel like I've always seen you guys at festivals, and I think it's a different animal in the club scene.
It's cool because there's a lot of different festivals that are set up completely different, and it's good to be at different areas. And it's also cool when there's people that you know from around here, and they're really excited when you're on it. They're like, "Oh, dude, that's so cool," So you appreciate that. And to me, the only thing I worry about is the weather and the rain and the stage being slippery, because we did the same last year, Riot Fest in Chicago, and it was pouring, and just the stage was like a puddle, and you're trying not to do a slip and slide and stuff. So that's the only bad thing.
You don't stop moving up there.
No, and when it's raining and you don't stop, then you kind of fall off the stage and stuff like that, which isn't fun. But yeah, so. And actually, we're playing in Des Moines, Iowa tomorrow, and when we did the tour with Metallica, I had 30-something stitches in my leg from getting it ripped open when it was raining, so rain's not good.
Definitely not. So what are the plans for the rest of the summer for you guys?
We do a couple shows on the way home. We headline Ink and Iron Festival at the Queen Mary, and then we do a festival in Quebec, and then we go to Japan for a couple festival shows, Korea, and yeah.
Can I ask how hard it is for you guys to craft a set list every night?
The difficult thing is more the time, because everywhere it's a different amount of time, and it's not like you sit there and go, okay, we switched that, and it's a mathematical equation, because we don't really work that way. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. We try to mix things up as it is, and then you'll go for something that's completely different type festival. So, and then you'll go around, and a little bit you go around, and people are like, can you please play? And you're like, oh no, can you please play? My blah 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 this and that, and it's their blah blah blah, and it's this and that, and they really have to, and I promised them you'll play, and I'm like, well, you shouldn't have promised them that. But
damn,
it always gets a little bit tricky,
Can we talk about the ways that maybe you've seen the fan base change over the years? Because, I mean, obviously a lot of fans have grown up with you guys, and then there's new fans now, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the best things, because so many people said the first show I went to was Suicidal, or the first show that they really loved was Suicidal. And then they're bringing their kids, and they go, I want, my kid to see that and stuff. And so that's like a great thing. And then a lot of times they go, yeah, actually, my kid's a bigger fan than you are and stuff. Then, not than me, but then their dad or something. But it's always great when you see a lot of families. And like I said, one of the best things is and it's happened so many times, when they take the kid up and they're like, my parents said to say thank you, and it's like, yeah, they met at a Suicidal show and stuff. I wouldn't be here without them. So that's always kind of cool and stuff. So,
well, because every time I'm wearing my Suicidal t-shirt or my fiance's in his hoodie, they're like, we get stopped and people will quote us lyrics, and it's amazing. And you'll see it's like a soccer dad, and it's and it's like,
yeah. What? Yeah. So that's a really cool thing, and like I said, we're actually playing at Flagstaff, Arizona is the last show on the way back. And we played there before, and it was one of the biggest families, 27 people from the Indian reservation. They were all brothers, cousins, were related. And they're there, we're all related. I'm like, not all of you. Some of you are just friends. And they're like, nope, we're all related. So that was the biggest family. So that's stuff like that, where you go 27 people from the same family. That's a good feeling. There's some big Indians too. I was like, yeah, that's my family. You're my family too. Yeah, have some good backup.
So, I mean, I'm sure over the years you've witnessed so many changes within the music industry. I think social media has been one of the biggest changes that I've seen happen. Which one has had the biggest effect on you?
I think nothing's had an effect on us. I think that a lot of times people, they change according to what they think they need to change. One of the things that we haven't done is change for other people. I think change is something that's necessary. If you don't, you're going to end up a miserable person. But I think a lot of times people take change as a negative word, and I think that when you do things for the right reason, it's called progress. But I think too many people are reactionaries. Their change is reactionary rather than progress. So for us, we sit there and go, you know what? Before we do anything, we know what we're doing. We're going to be prepared. We're going to do Suicidal, as we say, better than anybody else could do it. And that's why we're still here. And I think that is going to apply to, even more so, to a lot of kids nowadays than when we were younger and stuff. So I think that there's a reason why we're here and a reason why what we're doing, and we never deviated from it, and that's part of the reason why we are still here.
Absolutely. I mean, what I love so much about your music is that it can't be boxed into one particular genre or another. And like, as a journalist, I hate genres, and artists have to feel like they're one particular thing or another.
Well, it makes a lot of things easier. It makes it when you can do a one-word description on things, when you can put something in a spot where it belongs. But I've always found the things I like the best are the ones that stick out, and causes confusion for some people, and that's good. Some people need to be confused, and for us, it's just a choice. As I said, I've never been one to want to fit in, and my dad said the only people that can fit in are the ones that can't stand out. So we'll do our thing, and that's good enough for us, and let other people do whatever they want.
If you had to list one thing that was misunderstood about Suicidal Tendencies, what would it be?
Well, obviously, you have to start with the name, and for us, I think it's a bigger picture, that there's a lot of people that when they think they're judging us, they're just showing how ignorant they are and stuff, because people know everything, and it's you're terrible, this and that, and blah blah blah, this and that, and you saying where, you know what I mean?
Have you actually listened to the song?
And for us, Suicidal is, like we said, it was the old skateboard saying, it's like push yourself. It's about defining what really is, what's happening and what's going on and stuff. In life, there's a lot of people, medically speaking, as I said, they're alive, but they're not living. And in the same sense, there's a lot of people doing crazy stuff because they're alive, but they're not accomplishing anything. So it's that risk reward, knowing what you're doing, why you're doing it, and believing in yourself. And believing in yourself is not something you wake up and you go, I believe. It's something that takes a lot of time. There's a lot of hate and a lot of doubt that's going to go through it. But it's a continuous process, and it's not just a moment where it goes on and stuff. So it's a journey, and that's what life is, a journey. And you're not gonna enjoy if every day was a victory. If you won everything you played by 100 points, nothing would be fun. It's great sometimes to have make a comeback and stuff. And so that's what's exciting.
So are there any bands that you're looking forward to catching here at Rock on the Range? Are you guys able to stick around for the weekend?
We have to go. We play in Des Moines tomorrow. So basically, we do interviews, then we do our signing, then we go play, and then we'll probably straight after go see Slayer, and then we have to leave and go to Des Moines.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. It's always a pleasure to speak with you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.